day, what are you trusting in? Huh? It's not Jesus.
5 minutes, period.
It's not Jesus. You're trusting in the wrong thing. God bless you.
Did you walk around to see?
Oh. He's probably pointing out. He might be pointing out him. He was getting pretty agitated.
He's harmless.
Oh, maybe the other dude that was here. That other dude that was there.
No.
That guy another guy had to hold him back. I think when it gets hotter, maybe people get more agitated.
No, the word of God. That's proof to you right there. The word of God.
Okay.
God said that. He said that. He said they hated me.
What are
a
you
man
saying?
who told them the truth. How much more would they hate you for believing in me? You just you saw the truth. You saw it firsthand.
I can't believe anything Randy says at this point, honestly. What were we gonna say?
I was about to.
So what?
Seriously speaking.
What were they?
Yeah.
Seriously speaking. If you really want an answer to any question you have.
Yeah.
And this is only me. This is my own personal experience. Does God exist? And all these other questions. I can only strongly recommend, really, that you go to at least. If you really are serious, if you're not serious, you're wasting my time, you're wasting everybody's time. If you're really serious about who God is, personally, I can only tell it for myself. You know, and if you really know this, that I believe to God, it's in my sense, for myself. Yeah. But if you're serious, I can only recommend that you're not getting really any satisfaction from what the brothers tell you here. I can only.
You think I should trust your personal experience, and that would convince me that what you're believing is true?
That's me. What I'm telling you is, this is my way.
Yeah.
The way I found out that God.
Right. That God, but are you saying that I would have to have a personal experience in order to believe in your God? Is that what you're saying?
You have to be honest. You have to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the things that I believe that is hindering you is, you're probably smart. You probably have, how many degrees do you have?
I have a bachelor's and a master's.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you're
but that doesn't mean I'm intelligent. Anyone could get that. I mean, people could have a PhD and be stupid as dirt, right?
That's true. But anyway.
I think he's going to start preaching soon. Maybe one. Can we walk over here a little? I just don't want to get his voice.
I am concerned about you. I mean, I really don't know you other than I see you as myself. Lost, intelligent, has questions. My questions, when I wasn't a true believer, but I was a Catholic, you know, if I told you, altar boy and so on. But throughout those years, there was this emptiness in me, and I would ask questions like, okay, they say God is love. So if God is love, why are people dying of hunger?
Yeah.
Why the war?
I remember you told me this before in our first conversation.
And why babies born deformed, okay? So those are my kind of questions. But as for knowing God personally, I had to go through I made my decisions. Like you make your decisions. I made my decisions. Right. Unfortunately, my decisions were.
But you do understand my position where, just because you've had that tough time and you found God and you're convinced that book's true, that's not enough for most people. Your testimonial is not evidence. Now it's evidence to you.
Well, here's a mistake. Do not trust what a person would tell you. You know, I'm not telling you to trust me.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you this is how I came to know the Lord.
Right.
This is my experience. They're not your experience. They're mine. But what I'm telling you is. So you're asking all these questions. My opinion is, my belief is that you need to be exposed more to the gospel on Sundays, so you can kind of soak it in a little bit more. And your questions are there, and they will remain there. Because here's the question: do you read the Bible?
Not regularly.
Okay.
No. I used to. I'm pretty familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people say they're pretty familiar with it, and so am I. But I don't know.
Well, no, I do know it fairly well. But
I was telling you, personally, it would give me joy, really, just to know that you are serious and you really want to know who God is. It would give me joy just to That's for you to go.
But why would I want to do that for your benefit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a very nice guy, and I think you're sincere.
Okay, because
but here's the thing: me going to your church might make you feel better to see me in the pew.
Well, yeah, you're right. Okay, I will take it back. It would make me feel happy. Okay,
sure.
But it would not guarantee.
But that feeling of happiness, Ambrosio, wouldn't mean that what you're believing in is true.
But it would not guarantee that you would change. See, I might feel happy that you're going, but there's no guarantee you're going to change your belief. But at least I know that you were serious.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying.
You were seeking for an answer.
Yeah.
But no one gave you the answer.
I see. You're trying to judge my sincerity of how open am I really to your God belief, and you seeing me in your church a couple Sundays in a row might help you gauge that. Oh, I really am serious about that. Is that kind of what you're saying?
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Your time on earth is short.
Right.
Very unpredictable.
Right.
Today might be your last day.
Right.
And then you may grow to be 60, 70 years old. I don't know that. But because of that uncertainty, if you die young,
yeah. But see, I completely agree that life. Listen,
be too late.
I know that life is unpredictable.
Right now.
But that's why I'm out here seeking. That's why I'm asking questions of people. That's why I want to understand, how did you arrive at your beliefs? Because if you don't have a good reason or a good method for how you got to it, I certainly wouldn't want to emulate it. That being said, if the method that you use to determine that what you're believing in is true is a good reason, then I would want to follow that. So I'm open to it. But from what I'm seeing, the method that you're using is no different than the Muslim.
Yeah.
Is no different than the Hindu. You're all using the same generic method and personal experience to arrive at your belief, and that's not a reliable epistemology.
Well, in the Muslim religion, they commanded to go and preach their gospel to others. They commanded.
I'm sorry?
They commanded to go and preach the Muslims. They commanded to go and preach out in the open.
I'm not sure. Is that a prerequisite? Is that something that you feel is important?
According to the Bible, God commands His children, true believers.
All right, but I mean, the Bible also says you shouldn't stand on the street corner and pray. But there's a lot of Christians that will do that.
That is true. He says to go into the closet, right?
Yes,
and to pray.
Right.
And that is true. But
do not be like a hypocrite.
When he's talking like that, he's talking about in this case, I would have to say, he's talking about the Pharisees, the people in those times.
But I'm giving I'm just giving that example of, just because it's written in the book doesn't mean that it's true and should be followed, and it is actually meaningful. Like, and no offense, but so what that it's in the Bible? Just because it's not in the Quran doesn't mean that it's somehow a better instruction.
Well, all I can tell you is, if you're serious, you will go and find out. You will hear the gospel a couple of times, and and even though Brother Billy probably rubbed you the wrong way, hey, we're all human. No one of us is a lovey-dovey.
Listen, I understand that these are very passionate topics that we're talking about. They're very personal.
No.
Personal.
If it was personal, I would not share mine.
Right. Yeah. You're out here. You're very passionate. But usually, generally, the topic of politics and religion and what's the other one?
Money.
Those are you should never talk about that. But I do think that the more people do talk about it, like we're doing, helps our society. Whether you're a non-believer or a believer, listen. I think.
Oh, man, give me a break. What do you mean, help society?
You don't think that the dialogue that we're having is a good thing?
No, man. Gee,
now,
it breaks my heart.
You don't think? Listen, you don't think that if there's a non-believer that is an atheist that happens to pull up my video, that is reluctant to talk to somebody about these things and watches it and maybe comes to find Jesus or comes to find an answer that sits well with them, you don't think that's a good thing?
That's possible, but then when you say society in general, or we are a better society, better people.
You think we should just shut up? I mean, you're out here preaching.
Who's we?
People. You think people shouldn't discuss these things? You don't think there's a value to having the discussions that we're having?
If you were serious, yes. If you want to be the Superman, no. You see, these are the pictures that you gave me. Nietzsche, Superman, rational.
Thank you.
And I feel for you.
Why? I think
Because
that's
you're a fool. Because
it's a fool. It's a fool to be
because
rational.
You're going to die.
Of course, everyone
You're going to
does.
die, and you're going to answer for your sins.
Well, you
You're gonna
believe
answer-
that. You
you're gonna-
believe that.
I know it's true. See, here's the difference.
You don't know it.
Yeah, I know it's true.
How do you know it?
Because the Lord Jesus tells us it is appointed unto men once to die.
How do you know
But
that the
after
Bible?
this
How do you
judgment.
know that the Bible that says that is true,
Because I
Ambrosio?
believe it. See?
You
This is what-
it's
this is what
true
I
because you
The word
believe
of God
it.
is true.
Are you capable of believing in the Quran and therefore it would make it true?
Let me put it this way.
Is
If
believing
I
is
was
believing
over there-
is believing in something?
If I was over there living and being a Muslim myself, if I was a Muslim, I surely hope that a true believer in their God would go and tell me about.
Does
Christ.
believing in something make it true?
Does believe in something make it true? Like what?
I'm believing that I'm going to win the lottery tomorrow, and I stop and get a ticket on the
Do
way
you believe I'm a
home.
good person?
Will it come true?
Do you believe I'm a good person?
Can you answer my question first?
You answer mine. You believe I'm a
You
good
made the
person?
statement, and I'm challenging you on your
Okay,
point.
good. Now answer
Are you
my
trying to
question.
answer my question with a question?
Well, it might sound like that, but hey, we wouldn't be wasting each other's
Based
time.
on based on my experience with you, you seem like a very decent person. I would probably let you come over and babysit my kids. I think you're probably
Never
you're saying
trust,
no.
never trust anyone. Never trust anyone. Not even your brothers, your sisters. Why? Because we're human, and because we're human, we're not flesh.
Can you answer?
And because of that,
Can you answer my question?
Thank you.
Listen, Ambrosio. Does believing in something make it true? Just answer that question. I have to go.
Give me like what? Believing what?
Does believing in the Bible make it true?
That believe in the Bible without faith? No. If you have faith that the Word of God is here, yes.
If you
don't
believe,
have faith,
yes.
no.
If you believe in the Quran and you use faith that the Quran is true, does that make the Quran
I'm not a
true?
Muslim. I'm not a Muslim.
If you were a Muslim, would it make it true?
I cannot go there because I'm not a Muslim.
Would you think about it?
You have to stay with.
Would you think about it before next time we meet?
No, because I'm not a Muslim.
You won't even think about it.
No.
Okay.
Just be a waste of time.
I'm sorry. I have to go.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
All right.
All right. Take it easy.
All right.
Yeah.